fucking excellent, mate. It was good. Yeah, it was a nice night for the coaches. Sitting in the box, it was very relaxing. No, it was fantastic. You could sense it all week, I guess. Our training was really good and crisp, and we just had to work on a few execution things and a little bit about our attitude as well going the game. But I think we got it all right. I think the effort was extraordinary. They didn't let up at all. It was a very ruthless performance, I thought, tonight.
Just kind of wonder where that was in game one.
Oh, you always wonder about those sort of things, but I'm happy to be 1-1 now, and heading on to Sydney.
Can you explain the situation with JT and then his performance tonight?
We got a bit of a tummy bug last night. He was suffering from severe cramps. We tried to sort of appease it back at the hotel, but we couldn't. So we took him into hospital. He was on sort of a drip all night, hydration drip, and they did some tests. Did a MRI scan and look at see if there's any more serious or sinister inside. But he got through the night really well, and obviously got out of hospital this morning, and had breakfast about 7:30. Kept the breakfast down, and wanted to play. So it was a fantastic effort by John, and just I guess testimony that he wanted to play in this game.
What do you think about not playing?
Well, we asked the questions, about it all, but in the end, I trust the players, and John, believed he could play, and he did.
Mel, your opinion on the sin bins?
A bit ridiculous, to be honest with you. I know we're trying to clean the game up. We know we've got certain responsibilities about all this, but I think we've sort of probably gone the other side of the fence. Really, I'm just thinking that. Certainly Tatey didn't deserve to be sent off for pushing. Maybe Merrin deserves to get 10 minutes in the bin for his punches. But at the end of the day, it is a game of rugby league, and I find it I was an ex-player, and I've got a passion for the game that I find it I find it a little bit silly the way the rules have gone.
Now, do you find what the administrators want and what the fans want perhaps two different things at the moment?
I think maybe you should do a bit of a poll of the fans and see what they think about it. That what happened tonight wasn't really conducive to 10 minutes in the bin for 4 players, and all of a sudden you got this ridiculous scenario of 11 on 11. Playing Origin footy was so quick. We were fortunate enough. We got some points through that period, so it was good for us, I guess. But at the end of the day, I think we need to look at it again and come up with some more reasonable outcomes for it all.
What about you, Cam? You feel the same way?
I didn't even see the incident. I got poked in the right eyeball. Seriously, I was back on the try line holding my eye, and when I looked up, there was just everyone was in a bunch, and so I can't really comment on what happened. But obviously Tatey, when I went up to the referees, he was pleading his case. He didn't even throw a punch. He went in there and copped a couple himself in the face and got 10 in the bin for getting punched in the face. So I don't know how that works.
What to say about the game when it's left 11 on 11?
I think. Oh, sorry, man, you go.
Yeah. Well, it's not what the fans want. There's no doubt about that. You could hear it with their response when 4 players got sin bin. And really, you can't really play a proper game of footy when you've got 11 on 11. It's almost like touch footy, really. It's and that's what Origin's not about. That it's about 13 blokes on the field doing their best against each other. So. I know there's been a bit of a reaction since game 1, and maybe we need to just sit back, take a deep breath, and have a look at how we can manage it a little bit better.
Do you think if they bring in a rule that one punch you go to the sin bin, they should at least try to send the blokes to the sin bin and throw a punch?
Well, I think that's a fair rule. I mean, game 1, Paul Gallen hits Miles in with 2 punches. I think that deserves 10 minutes in the bin.
But tonight it appeared like blokes that didn't throw punches were put in the bin.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm just saying, if they're going to have a rule where...
Yeah, and wasn't even explained to Brent why he got sent into the bin, to be honest with you. He said the decision was made upstairs, and he should go into the bin.
Now, can this look hurt the game as much as the punches?
I think it's silly. I think we need to look at it. Let's look at the game in general, though, the 80 minutes of footy. And I thought, the Queensland side was a very dominant side, and I thought, executed some fantastic skill, and there's a great desire in it all. And at the end of the day, we got the points. So I think let's talk about the whole 80 minutes, just one particular incident. We're not going to make a real issue out of all this. Cameron and I just believe that we should be reinvestigating, what's been said in the last couple of weeks in regards to punching, So but at the end of the day, it was a really good game of football, I thought.
Are you worried that it's going to overshadow the game of this way?
Well, it's going to obviously. Again, here we are. We're playing. The boys have put a tremendous amount of effort into both sides. 80 minutes of footy, and all of a sudden, headlines tomorrow are going to be about what happened with 4 blokes. Let's talk about the game. Let's be positive about it.
But Mel, isn't that what happened to game 1-2 and what they're trying to eliminate?
Yeah, we didn't mention anything.
No, but the whole Cam said on 360 a week after the game we're still talking about Gallen.
Yeah, exactly.
And the game was trying to eliminate that.
Well, I think the reaction needs to be re-looked at. So I think we all agree with that, don't we? Surely.
Do you think the game was saved, Mel, by the fact that you guys were so far ahead? Because if it was 14-16 or a couple of points in it, then the sin bin could have been far more dramatic and had far more repercussions. But you guys had the game in your teeth by then, so it saved the game a bit.
Well, you can put any amount of scenarios, if onlys and what ifs and all that sort of stuff. For us, it happened. Let's look at it. Let's get on with the game. Origin's what it is, and I thought our team was very good tonight.
No, you talk about the effort. The 2 starting props were just outstanding tonight, both the attack and defence in particular.
No, I thought our middle were very good, including Cameron. I think that our props are excellent. Sammy started really well, fantastic try, and Chris McQueen was great. I thought, Corey Parker was outstanding tonight as well. So, and again our bench, they come on, they made a little difference to everything. So I was very, very, very happy with the way the forwards went, and then obviously on the back of that, our execution out wide was excellent.
Now, you talk about Corey Parker, the way he's really sort of stepped up and mentored the really young back row.
Yeah, well, it's a perfect time for we talk about this mini transition all the time, but it's a perfect time. We've got fantastic, experienced players, great leaders in the team, and for their clubs as well, and bringing these young fellas in and be able to play with these guys. It's a real thrill for them, and it's a fantastic experience. And I thought they're standing up at the moment only because the senior players are bringing them along and making them feel part of this whole family we've got here.
You seem to hammer James Maloney in defence.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the plan, the strategy?
Well, there's no anything different to that one.
He's a key player for their side, mate. So, and we really didn't make him do enough work in game 1. They're the areas that we need to improve on, and we did that tonight.
But in 2008, done half the job tonight again, isn't it? In 2008, you said last week you know how to get it done, even more so now than what you did in 2008.
Yeah. Look, Sean, I think we spoke during the week about our situation, and we'd been in this position before, where we'd lost in Sydney, had to come back home and win, and I think the boys, as I said a couple of days ago, they really responded well to Mal's feedback and Michael Hagan's feedback on our performance in game 1. And before the coaches spoke, I think everyone was aware of the way we played down there, and we knew we were a good footy side, and we played nowhere near our best in Sydney. We all knew that, and needed a great effort, and needed a team effort tonight to win against the Blues. But as much as it is very pleasing to play the way we played tonight, it's the job's not done. It's 1-1. As we have to go back down to Sydney now and try to play well down there. But tonight, we've really set the bar tonight for ourselves. We've set a standard for ourselves tonight and a challenge for ourselves to go down to Sydney in a couple of weeks' time and replicate what we did tonight. But I think we need to play better than what we did tonight to try and get a victory down there.
Cameron likes running side to side, high fives and someone do something. I don't think I've ever seen that before. It was like every good play, everyone was giving each other a high five.
Well, yeah, that's what we lacked in Sydney, was our enthusiasm and our energy, and that was a huge talking point of ours for our preparation for this game. And we do that sort of stuff all during the week, at training, and we did that in game one with the preparation of game one, but it was missing in the 80 minutes in Sydney. But tonight, it had to be there. It just had to be, because if it wasn't, then the series was over. So it was really pleasing for all the boys to get out and play the way they did. It was nice to show everyone that we're not Dad's army, and we're still a good footy side, and we can put in performances like we did tonight.
Cameron, you take out of the fact you kept them to 6 points over the last 3 halves and clearly play.
Yeah, that's a very pleasing aspect of our game. We spoke a lot about our defence and our attitude towards our defence, and I thought that was outstanding. It was a highlight of our game, a highlight of our first 40 minutes really. It's what let us down in Sydney was just our energy in defence, and particularly our kick chase. We just we give New South Wales too many metres on their kick returns, and tonight we did a great job. We knew we were coming up against a very talented fullback in Josh Dugan. He's been in great form over the last few weeks for the Dragons, and we just didn't give him too many opportunities. Pretty much what they did to Billy in Sydney. So as I said, very pleased with the way everyone handled tonight, their attitude towards the game, and but we're not getting too carried away. We're happy with the way we play, but we're looking forward to the challenge of Sydney.
Cameron, another thing you complained about during the week, did you get pinged for that tonight?
That thing?
What thing, mate?
The rule, not being straight in the market.
I don't think so.
Oh no, I just thought. But obviously,
I don't know, mate.
Do you think you sweet talk the refs enough? It worked.
I don't know, mate. We didn't. I don't think we sweet talked the referee. We just wanted some clarification on the way the game was going to be refereed. We thought there was a couple of areas that weren't refereed the same as what is usually refereed in clubland every week. And but I thought the referee did a great job with both sides tonight. There were penalties in the ruck for both teams. So they got a very tough job. There's no doubt about that. But just get on with what we did.
You're going to cover a couple of long-term Origin players tonight. People were guessing how you're going to use Cherry Evans, but he was terrific when he went on. He's such a strong defender and almost played like a back rower.
Did a fantastic job for us. His enthusiasm. Sort of the back end of the first half, and a few of the guys are getting fatigued, and just add that a little bit to us. And he took us up line speed wise, and he worked really hard around the ruck defensively, and he supported. And I think that's one of our really good traits tonight, our support. With go forward and people around the ball everywhere. So he added there a lot, I reckon, to the ruck, and given Josh his opportunity, and he relished it, he loved it. He'll get more down the track.
Now, the score over 20 points, but you sort of left 3 or 4 tries out there as well. That's obviously something that
it comes down to their great scramble in defence as well. So yes, we did. If we would have executed just a fraction better, we might have scored more points. But give some credit to the defence as well.
Cameron, after everything that happened tonight, is Origin still played under different rules to NRL, or are they closer than they've ever been now?
I thought tonight they were closer than.
Yeah, I thought it was good today.
Yeah, what they ever were. I think. I think it is, mate. I think our game's never been bigger than what it is now. So and you get used to the way the game's refereed each week. So it's nice when you turn up to Origin and it's refereed the same way as well. I thought Shane and Ashley did a great job tonight. They did a pretty good job in Sydney as well. But I don't know what else to say, mate. They were pretty good.
Thanks, folks.